I got to tell you, today is going to be epic. The weather is perfect, the sun is shining, the snow is glistening, and the trails are calling. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
I'm Ria Rossi Booth, and we're out here in Bear Lake at Epic Adventure Center. And this place is open all year round, and they have every toy imaginable.
That's true, and there isn't a bad season to come up to Bear Lake.
Never.
And there isn't a bad season, or there isn't a bad place for snowmobiling. I was once told that in the 9 snowmobile complexes of Utah, there's so many miles of groomed snowmobile trails that you could go out and tour the backcountry of Utah like you would on a motorcycle, and go every weekend for 4 years and not see it all.
Wow, spectacular. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here.
So let's find out a little bit about Utah's trail system for snowmobiles.
We have 9 different snowmobile complexes that are around the state. Those range anywhere from the northern border of the Utah-Idaho border all the way down to the southern portion of the state, which is right around Cedar City area, Duck Creek Village, etc. And so we also have opportunities that exist in northeastern portion of the state, along with probably some of the best snowmobiling, just because it's underutilized in the Sanpete County area. You have a really good system based out of Wasatch Mountain State Park. That's obviously close to proximity if you're a young family and you do not have the access to machines and you want to rent those, or you may want to be able to get off and ride in some really wide open bowls and see some scenic views. Now you have Monte Cristo, and of course, like I alluded to, the Sanpete County area. And then you got some great riding in and around the Strawberry Valley area. And then you can also go in the high Uintas off the Mirror Lake Complex. So what our trails really do is they provide connectivity, like what we talked about, the Monte Cristo, the Hardware Ranch, to the Logan Canyon, but it also offers up the opportunity for people to get off that trail, to do some open bowl riding, to maybe take their sons or daughters and have them snowboard down into a pristine valley area that has been untouched by snowfall. Of course, we want to strive and make sure that people are familiar with what property is and make sure that they're not trespassing on private property, but it also allows those individuals to go out and experience true off-trail riding. We really want to extend our gratitude and thank you for those individuals that are participating in snowmobiling. We want to encourage those listeners and viewers today to consider to make sure that they do not drink and ride. Those two combinations do not mix, and they can cause a hardship not only for your own self-experience but potentially for others. So leave the alcohol or illegal drugs or prescription drugs behind as you go out and enjoy a clean, safe, friendly snowmobile experience.
You know, Chad, wherever you go in Utah, you pretty much are close to a trailhead, a groomed trailhead. No matter where you go, you can go like east, south, north, and you're going to run into a groomed trail.
Yeah, and somewhere in between.
Right.
With those 9 snowmobile complexes, I'll bet you are never more than 2 or 3 hours away from snowmobiling.
Oh, what a great state.
I know. Well, right now we're going to leave our epic adventure for just a minute, and we'll have something fun when we join back together. But right now it's time for us to go to our Where To adventure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are out here at the trail complex at Bear Lake, and as you can see, it is just the most spectacular thing you could possibly see, and we were at the bottom of the hill. I'm like, if you're afraid to climb, you're really going to miss out.
That's true. This has like been the big reveal of the day, coming up over here and just catching this glimpse of Bear Lake behind us in the wintertime.
Yeah.
We're out here today with Jamin Norda, who's a Las Vegas transplant, came up here about 10 years ago and never went home. And he works for Epic Adventures, the people who provided us our machines today. Jamin, could you tell us a little bit about the trail that we're on?
Yeah, so today we started out on the Swan Flat trailhead, went up and saw some great views up there, and then we moved over to the Peter Sinks trailhead. And all in all, there's a couple 100 miles of trail that you can ride on, and then all the backcountry that you can get to from those trails.
All right, well, you certainly, this is a big payoff. This made the adventure worth it. Well, right now we're going to find out a little bit more about Epic Adventure and some of the other recreational opportunities that happen up here at Bear Lake.
Out here in the Bear Lake area, the state parks does a great job at grooming over 300 miles of trail, and there's a lot of off-trail riding as well. So we access the off-trail riding from the trail systems. We have a lot of trail machines that are family friendly. That's the bulk of our winter season, is families that come up and they'll bring their kids and they can ride double and go have a fun day out on the snowmobiles as well as sledding, and you can pull them around on the tubes and everything else, and it kind of just is a good way for them to get introduced to the snowmobiles. We also offer beginner snowmobile camps. We have one this weekend that we got 15 people signed up for that they've never even seen a snowmobile. Yeah, there's plenty of trails to go around. You can go as far as you'd like to go, and there's a lot of cool stuff that you can see along your way. They can call us or visit our website at www.epicrecreation.net or call us at 435-946-EPIC.
All right.
Now I know why Jamin never went back to Vegas. You could recreate here all year round.
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's just not a bad season.
It really isn't. This is phenomenal out here. This complex is amazing because you can really come out here all year round and there's something to do.
And it's great because, the kids can get started, they can ride along with you, and you can find just the right spot for the skill level.
Yeah.
And, you can be crazy like Jamin and go boondocking through the trees, but if you got a little tyke with you, you can just kind of go around in circles out there until they get their bearing.
Yeah, well, we're good at going around in circles.
Well, we're just like little kids in lots of ways. Anyway, right now it's time for us to move away from here and head off to this week's Along the Way. See, Ria, I told you they don't hibernate all winter long.
Yeah, he's coming out of the woodwork.
No,
He's made out
of woodwork. Made out of woodwork. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We've had a great time up here today, discovering and exploring the snowmobile complex that surrounds this lake.
Yeah, it's been a spectacular day. There's still some really nice restaurants here that are open. They got the pizza place,
Yeah, the Mexican
and the
place.
Mexican place, and this yummy little
Where you get bear food.
Bear trapper. It's
Bear
not.
food.
They don't serve bear though.
No, it's bear food. Berries and stuff like that,
right.
honey, stuff like that.
And there's a chocolate store over here that's open and a gift shop, so they got lots to do up here.
That's going to be calling us. But we're going to throw down an appetizer inside, and while we do that, why don't you check out this week's contest winner?
This week's contest winner was spotted out on the trails near Gunlock Reservoir, and his license plate number is C70DG, and it looks like they're the lucky winners of a $400 gift certificate from our friends at RightFab. RightFab offers the best custom metal fabrications for your rig. Visit rightfab.com for more details.
And it looks like they're also going to win a bonus $100 gas and gift card from the folks at Eagles Landing, which is the best place to get that real gasoline Clear 91. Be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prizes. So, with the current ban on large events, we are going to be offering a calendar of alternatives for the near future.
So here's a list of canceled or modified events. First up, the Tri-State ATV Jamboree has been canceled for next week.
However, the trails that would have been ridden are still open, so you can still ride as a family.
The Easter Jeep Safari has also been modified for April 4th through the 12th. There will be no central events at the arena. However, the individual trail rides will still go on as trail group size is smaller than 100.
Now, let's take a look at next week's show.
Next week, Kevin and Gina are joining up with UTV Utah as they go off-roading in one of the most scenic areas filled with deep canyons, sandstone formations, and a bit of Utah history.
Then, the snowmobiling trails continue as we tag along with our friends from Peak Adventures, who are showing off the groomed trails available in the Vernal area.
Finally, our friend Scott Huntsman is going to take us for a one-of-a-kind behind-the-scenes look to see how a monster truck pit crew preps their truck for the rally.
Ooh, I want to see that.
Me too.
next week's show looks great.
Yes, just like everything in this chocolate store.
And
I want one of
it's
everything.
Good thing Gina's not here,
Oh
or
my
we would
gosh.
be emptying out the store.
Oh, totally. I walked in here and I'm like, wouldn't it be fun if everything was free and you could eat anything you wanted?
Yeah, well, dream on. Anyway, this place is called the Chocolate Bear. It's just one of the little gift shops that are also open year-round up here at Bear Lake.
Yeah.
And there are chocolate-covered cinnamon bears and truffles and all kinds of homemade hand-dipped chocolates. Hello,
And here's
how
the
are
owner.
you?
Are you the owner?
I am the owner.
Oh,
God
good.
bless you. She's right here on time to help close our show.
And it's a good thing she came out because Ria's got her wallet out. Time for us to go on At Your Leisure. And just like the Chocolate Bear gift shop or any of the great things, there's adventure around every bend,
Every corner.
every corner.
And you just have to come over here and get some chocolate from Barbara before you take your next
betcha.
adventure.
There
Yeah,
you go.
betcha.
All right.
We'll see you next week on
At Your Leisure.